Cheers. What are we drinking tonight? We're drinking Chromatic. Of course, I pick my wine by the labels and the names. Kind of like I picked my basketball winners one year by names and colors, and I won like $500. I won the whole lot. I don't know why I'm remembering that right now, but I am. Here we go. This song. Well, let's talk about it, actually. I was painting The Alchemist in circa 2018. So long ago. So the first year of my divorce, when I was in an apartment and painting and kind of just engulfed in my creative things, writing, art, drawing, painting. And I started painting The Alchemist, and then I remember all I kept hearing was this song, Wake Me Up When It's All Over. Life's a game made for everyone. That was the lyric. Life's a game made for everyone, and love is the prize. That's all I kept hearing while I was, and then of course I started hearing the song. It's not like I was super familiar with a ton of Avicii's music. And I also didn't realize that I was channeling him, which is really interesting. So this all ties together because I only recently, this month, kept hearing the song again, and I was really feeling like, wow, is some sort of higher self person of this. I don't know. This is how it happens. Music, often, this is how we communicate, even with the other side. Oftentimes it's through music. You'll start hearing a song in your head over and over again. And when that happens to you, let me tell you, you're channeling. That's a form of it. And oftentimes your guidance is trying to get messages through to you through lyrics, through music. So look up the lyrics next time you just find yourself randomly singing a song. This happens to me like at least a couple times a day. I would say at least a couple times a day. I'll be hearing a song all of a sudden playing in my head that I'm like, what, where, how, where did this come from? You know, and that could be a song you haven't heard in forever, or for some reason or another. I'm trying to remember which song it was. Anyway, I looked up one recently because I just kept hearing it all of a sudden, and it was so particular to what I was thinking or doing, if that makes sense. So there's a little hint. If you want to practice your, telepathy and all that, and connecting with your guidance, your inner guidance, outer guidance. We don't see it, we don't always see it. But anyway, so I didn't know at the time that he had actually committed suicide in 2018. And I didn't know that, obviously, until like this month, which here we are 4 years later. Because I don't always think to look up. Like sometimes, like in the case of The Alchemist, I remember I just kept hearing it in my head, so I incorporated that into my painting. And one of the ones that I posted, I added that lyric. Life's a game made for everyone, and love is the prize. And then this month, and I had never printed up the chords to play it. Oftentimes that usually happens too. I'll just hear a song over and over, and I'm like, okay, let me see if I can find some chords that I know that work for me, and try to play it. And then it just like, it'll go. It's like it's all there up until I need to get it out or something. So yeah, I have a YouTube channel. It's more of like a hobby channel / my own. I don't know. Nobody really follows it, but it's not the point either. Whoever finds these videos, and I hope that they're helpful. But in this case, I went to print the chords and I started playing the song, and I started getting overwhelmed with emotion, crying, feeling his energy or energy. And so then I realized, as I looked down at the chords that I printed, after I'm like overwhelmed with emotion, I just don't know where this is all coming from. And then I read the story, and then I do realize, after I look into it all the more, and I'm like, you took your life in 2018, and you were. So anyway, I understood, and he ended up telling me this. I was in such a broken place at that time, even in my own life, while innately tapping into my inner creative space to like heal and to disconnect from the world. Like I kind of live under a rock often, and it's just whatever's coming to me, that's what's coming to me. And I think it's just part of my experience. So the less I can like input from external places, the better, because then it's just more, it's authentic, right? I'm not so in the know of what people are going on in their lives. I don't follow a lot of people. So I don't know. There's something about this song that has always been with me, even though I was never into like, the raves and the clubs and the electronic. No, I mean, I love it, but I'm more of like a chill, mellow music kind of girl. But anyway, I started realizing that it was the same time that I was painting The Alchemist, and that song was going through my head because he also crossed over, and he was drawn to that painting, is what he told me. It's like the painting zooming in, being able to see the painting. So hence this interesting connection, which I've formed now through music and knowing this particular individual did pass on. I also had a wake up with someone who I didn't know while he was alive, but had taken his life. And that was part of, as well, my wake up. So I'm starting to kind of piece together. There is this really interesting thing about light and dark and how we all kind of are connected, even when we don't, as complete stranger or somebody we didn't know at all. I never knew Avicii. Tim Bergling. I'm looking at his, I just say Avicii because that's his, music name. But very angelic looking too, by the way. I'm like, you were an earth angel. And I really do feel like this is his time. I broke down bawling as I was playing initially, or trying to play the song, because I can't really play the song without kind of trying to get the swing of it a couple times over. But it's like once it hit me, I was literally overwhelmed with emotion. I couldn't even explain it. And it's like, it's not so much, it wasn't regret on his part so much as purpose. I don't know, purpose. There's this big theme with like presence and purpose lately for me. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna stop this and then maybe I'll just play it later. Feeling my way through the darkness, guided by a beating heart. I can't tell where the journey will end, but I know where it starts. They tell me I'm too young to understand. They say I'm caught up in a dream. Well, life will pass me by if I don't open up my eyes. Well, that's fine by me. I tried carrying the weight of the world, but I only have two hands. I hope I get the chance to travel the world, but I don't have any plans. I wish that I could stay forever this young. not afraid to close my eyes. Life's a game made for everyone, and love is the prize. So wake me up when it's all over, when I'm wiser and I'm older. All this time I was finding myself, but I didn't know I was lost. Life's a game made for everyone, and love is the prize.